Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Judith Boss and I work for the Textile ETP. I would like to welcome you all to this video series of SmartINNO Basic Knowledge on e-textiles and wearables. This video series have been developed jointly with my two partners, Titera Tech and SmartX Network. And the reason is because over the last years, we have been working on e-textiles and wearables, and we have realized that there is a huge missing link between industry research centers and academia. Within this course, we want to bring as well the basic knowledge in order that the people the participants who follow this video series can later on join and follow more complicated webinars targeting e-textiles and wearables. So now, before all that, we would like to introduce the SmartINNO project. That is a project that has received funding from the European Commission, and the idea is that the SmartINNO main goal is to bridge the gap between academia, industry in smart textiles, providing students, researchers, and professional training resources to enhance their skills and knowledge. So moving forward, this is the first course. There are going to be another basic level and then to a more advanced level. And of course, later on, if you're interested in the topic, you can always follow us on the SmartX Innovation Hub, where we are targeting and talking more in depth about smart textiles in general or high-performance fibers and textiles. So moving forward, I'm going to briefly introduce the agenda. We are going to start with a definition of smart textiles in general, and then we are going to go through the technical parts of e-textiles and wearables, the composition of them, the different parts, and of course, we will talk about applications that they are existing already and applications that they will be coming to the market, we hope, in a near future. So let's dive in. As I said, it is smart textiles in general. It's a textile that we had at an active or non-active extra performance. And as you can see here in this image, we have three main pillars or three main categories. So the first one, we can find passive textiles that they do not react to any stimulation. We can say UV textiles, for example, or flame retardant textiles. Basically, we add an extra added value to the basic textile. Then we go to the second part, which is an active textiles, that they are mainly reacts to a stimulation with a direct response. We can find here in this group for example, ECG remote monitoring devices. And of course, the last part is the ultra smart textiles that they sense, react, adapt, and respond. In here, they are emerging a lot of devices, for example, fall detection, especially as a PPE, that if a worker falls down, the device can already detect the fall and, of course, send some data and, if needed, call to 911. So now we're going to move forward to our next slide, which is smart textiles technologies and applications. As we know, smart textiles nowadays, they are more and more present in different end markets. We can find them, of course, in fashion, in healthcare, in sports and defense, by adapting and interacting with the different environments. Then, saying that, we have specialized materials and specialized functionalities that enable this relation with the end markets. So, for example, we have the thermochromic or photochromic pigments that change color based on the heat and light. I don't know if you have seen recently this advertisement of a car changing color, so that it's probably done by this technology. Of course, we can find as well conductive fibers that enable heat generation, motion detection, and of course, data transmission. This is, for example, the technologies and the materials that we use in ECG, monitorings, or any other devices that it's related to monitoring and you need to transmit some data. And then, of course, we have phase change materials that can regulate the temperature by absorbing or releasing heat. That is really common, especially like in winter coats. Then, of course, we have the electroluminescent textiles that emit light, and they are quite used in fashion. I think we all remember this amazing dress that a famous singer was wearing, and it was produced by Cute Circuit, that it had lighting on. That's one of the applications that we can have in fashion, but as well we can see it in protection, especially in cycling, for like seeing the cyclists, and they are completely embedded into the textile, the jacket or the t-shirt, to see that there is a cyclist that's in front of us or going through the streets. So now we're going to move forward to the electronics and e-textiles. Now we're going to go really deep into the e-textile part. So e-textiles, how we define it, is textiles that has an integrated electronic component, and of course provides a function or reacts to an stimulation, and of course they store the data of this stimulation. As I say, the integration into textiles is it's really huge. So, for example, we can have electronics applied to different type of textiles. It could be any type of fabric. It could be straps. It could be like really big fabrics, and of course elastic bands and any type of textile part that you can think on. We can find them in aerospace, construction, healthcare, everywhere. And then, of course, we have as a must that those textiles must still follow, despite the electronic integration, that they follow flexibility, durability, and of course, comfort. Because we cannot forget that textiles, we are wearing them. Then, of course, now we're going to go to the basics of textiles. They can be made synthetic or natural fibers. It really depends on the application and, of course, the technology that we are going to apply to integrate this e-textile or this electronic part. Now we're moving forward to our next slide, and now we're going to talk about the 5 main components of e-textiles, or the main ones. Of course, later on we'll see that things get a bit complicated, but now let's stick to the basics. And we find the sensors that we're going to talk deeper in the upcoming slides, and basically they can detect temperature, pressure, humidity, and much more. Then we have the actuators, that it's the part that responds to the stimulation. And of course, a part that there is a lot of research going on, that it's the energy, the source, and of course, energy store harvesting, or different harvesting units. That it's one of the key challenges nowadays of textiles. E-textiles, sorry. And then, of course, the processors that interpret the sensors data, and then the data transmission and connectivity in order that we can read and work within this data. So now we're going to move forward to the sensors. The sensors is a really, really wide field, and we can have sensors for everything, and all the sensors, or mostly all the sensors, can be integrated into textiles. So the idea is that the sensor is completely integrated in the textile, so it's not that we just place it and see it, it's like completely integrated, it's part of the textile. And as we see here, we have different type of sensors. The more used, especially for e-textiles, are pressure. As an example, I can give you, those sensors are being used now for a pressure sensor for avoiding sores. in health and well-being applications, especially for people who has limited movement. So this is one of the end markets that they are being used right now. And it can really detect and emit a signal, and you know if the patient needs to be moved or needs to stay or need to change the position or any important data. It's given by those sensors and the actuators and of course the data transmitters. Then we have temperature as well. So to measure temperature not only in the body but as well in construction, it is being used. Then of course humidity. So that's been used as well a lot in healthcare and well-being applications to know if the beds are wet or not. And of course, movement, that it's for data motion, especially for sports, for improving trainings. And I have to say that temperature as well, we have the heating part and the heating systems that they are already available in the market, all those devices. So now we are going to move forward to the next slide. And we are going to talk on how do textile sensors work. So we made from conductive to sensitive materials. They send signals to the processors in real-time feedback and action. And of course, they have to be lightweight, flexible, and wearable. So as we said, the conductivity part, it's created with the conductive yarns normally. And of course, the send signals of the processors, and that it has a lot to do as well with the actuators that they are as well integrated into the textile. And then, of course, that's a must of anything that you're going to wear, that they need to be light, flexible, and of course, wearable. Here we can see a picture that it's a demonstrator of a cooling textile in action, and it's linked to a temperature monitoring device, clearly displaying in real time the temperature of the object that we are measuring. And that it was a courtesy, the image from ETP from Germany. So now we have to move forward to the next slide. And then we are going to talk about areas of application. As I said, textiles are everywhere, so we can find them in wearable tech. We have talked about ECG monitoring devices for remote patients. There's well monitoring devices for asthma and for different medical illness as well. We have talking it about pressure sensors that they are used as well in this field of medical and well-being. Health monitoring, we talk about it, then we go to sports and performance. There are a lot of devices nowadays that they help athletes to improve their performance, and this is why, because they are motion monitoring the trains and they are helping them to improve. As well as we said, humidity, we have some devices that can analyze, especially for runners, the sweat, and then they can give you some information about if they need to eat, drink, or whatever in order to perform better and better. Then, of course, we have the interactive clothing, and I think it's in the next slide, but I'm going to talk about it because it's a big field. It's construction, so there is a lot of e-textiles in construction, especially for leak detection as one of the main areas of research and some developments that they are emerging in that area. So we are going to move forward. Now that we are on the next slide, introduction to smart textiles and technologies. Now we are going to talk about the integration, or briefly about the integration. So when it happens, it can happen at any level. It can happen at yarn level, fabric level, or final product. It really depends on the type of technology and, of course, the end market application and what you are trying to achieve. So this here we can see as well a LED lighting system integrated into a textile band that have several type of applications. So now we're going to the next slide to dive forward into the different applications. Especially we're going to talk here about two different methods. The first one is embroidery. It really works really well to embroider the sensors for health smart gloves or heated garments, because they are really, really integrated into the textile and you barely see them, or if you see them, they look like it has been done in purpose and that they are not hiding absolutely anything. And as well, embroidery allows stable integration of conductive yarns, sensors, conductive bars, heating wires, and of course offers precision and durability. Then we have another technology that is used a lot, especially for e-textiles and wearables, that is printed electronics, or let's say conductive ink printing methods. And it can be, the ink has to be a high resolution circuit to the textiles. And of course, the key methods that we're using is script printing and inkjet printing. The key challenges here is, of course, wash resistance and flexibility and cracking under stress. So basically when you stretch, if the ink is break, so the conductivity, it's not there anymore, and that's one of the challenges. And as well, the washability cycles. We do have that part as well in embroidery, especially washability, but not at the level that it is existing in the conductive printing methods. So now we are going to talk about different applications in the different end markets. We have, for example, wearable and healthcare devices. So we have the smart t-shirts that can read the monitor. Those are used for sports applications and as well for medical purposes. And for medical purposes, it can really help to detect arrhythmias or any heart diseases. So they are more and more emerging into the area. And of course, this is a new technology that it's emerging, that it's the SmartX bone care technologies. That basically it detects if there is an infection or how the healing is going. It's more and more going a lot of research towards that area. Then as well, construction and in an interior, there is improvement of indoor buildings in enhancing lighting, air quality, temperature, and acoustics. So for example, we can imagine curtains that cleans a bit the air, or these kind of devices that there is a lot of research going on. And then, of course, especially, of course, sports is one of the main markets, and especially it's for improved performance metrics, measure muscle activity. Here we can add as well rehabilitation. There are some devices going on, some devices of e-textiles going into rehabilitation, as they can do really well, let's say, muscle motion detection. And of course, it's for high-performance athletes. We really believe it's a really key market. So now we are arriving to the last slide, and I would like to thank you all for listening us, and we hope you really liked this introduction to smart textiles. I have to say that we have been working talking about e-textiles and wearables for at least 10 years or 15 years, but now it's the moment where they are starting to reach markets, and of course I think that they are quite interesting, and that they will be changing a bit our daily lives. So thank you, and see you on the part 2, that it's going to be more case studies and how to get involved into e-textiles and wearables. See you then. Bye.